want to see how my voice is. Testing. Just testing. Just testing. Just testing 1 2 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 testing. Yep. We are so live right now. Just getting over a cold, so apologies if I sound like shit and stuff like that. So let's remind ourselves where we were. We're gonna have to check this again. Word. Oh my god. And then let's check again. Right, I need to pass in a string as an argument. Yes. Right. I don't think we've done that yet. Something wrong with clone method not found in future output pool SQL. True. Okay. Data new pool. Clone. Wait. Returning pool. We have an error here. What's the error? Boom. Boom. Maybe not that, actually. Let's check migrate. Look at SQLite pool. Let's see what this is yelling at me about. Method not found in Word. Okay. I'm already awaiting here. Answer is not to wait here. Gotta find SQLite pool migration. Oh. Yes, I do have migrate. Run pool dot await. Expect. And then return. I believe. We just return okay. Because we have to return the pool. I believe that's in my... Yeah, because we return pool. So if I do just return pool... think I need to better understand this error here. This is file directory. Okay. How's that wrong? How's that wrong? Okay, if we were to do this differently, if we could do it like this. Very important things. Senior level intern things. Oh, I don't know if my stream is bugging right now. I feel like it is. Okay. Where is this file? Okay, SQLite connection. Where are my options? Connection options. Exactly when I talk. Okay, that's so perfect. So good to hear that. I might have some internet issues today. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, SQLite connection options. Oh, it's not giving me that. That's fine. From string URL. It's a bit unfortunate. It's cutting off like that. Hopefully it stops. Okay. Create true. And then from here we go connect with ops with ops. And then actually we're passing in URL like this. Yes. And then migrations. Oh wait, cool. Let's see. It's getting smoother, thank God. It's good to hear. So we are building a tiny URL, essentially. Just a heads up. We've been chipping at this thing little by little, just focusing on the actual database side for now. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting an error on the import. Let's check it out. For now, it's just gonna be personal. but eventually I will be publishing it. I have a excuse me. I have a Raspberry Pi that I'm planning to run it off of. I just got to figure that part out first. Oh, and I feel like the connection's just like going haywire right now. Oh man, what a week. I'm also recovering from a little cold, so apologies for if I sound a little nasally. But yeah, just doing this fun. We're hand rolling. We're not using AI at all. Doing it the hard way. Not at all an expert with Rust too, so it's even more fun. You'll probably see me hit lots of walls, so if you know some Rust, let me know in the chat at any walls that I hit throughout. Honestly, it's not set up just yet. So is it complicated? Not sure, but we will find out. Honestly, the plan for that is just like in the ether. Like I'd love to put it on the Raspberry Pi. For now, I'm gonna run it locally, publish it as a local build, and then if it has legs, we'll check it out if we want to make it public. Have you watched Chuck Network channel? No. What is Chuck Network? Oh, this guy. Oh, I've seen this guy before. I don't subscribe though, but I think I might have to. Yeah, this guy's for sure come up in my like timeline before. Give him a sub. Network check. Yeah. I found him. Appreciate it. 5.2 million subs. Pretty sweet. Well, definitely the content that I look for. I mean, on a more recent, he has a video about automating pulling or pushing to a DNS record for a local Pi server. Oh, thank you. That's helpful. Yeah, I'll check that out. Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely an area I'd like to get my feet more wet in. I've done some work in the past, just doing Linux in general, and kind of got me down a rabbit hole of essentially home labbing at a very tiny scale so far. So I'd like to kind of branch out, and something like that sounds like right up my alley. Thank you. Where were we here? Oh yeah, it's not picking up the module. Not sure why. Oh, available on crate feature. SQLite only. All right. Maybe it's because I need to add that in. Oh, I'm also getting used to my split keyboard again. Jesus, there we go. Wait, that makes no sense though. I'm seeing like two different ways to bring in this crate or this module. Do you have any personal projects you're currently working on? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong crate. Hold on. There we go. Still on feature underscore SQLite. Yeah, no, okay. What the hell? This is not even close. Boom. Oh my god. It's not connection, it's just connect. There you go. Jeez. Find O. There we go. That's a good one. All right, now let's do this again. Let's clean just for the heck of it, and let's check that. I know we're gonna get hit with an error, but let's see where that's at. Okay, wrong syntax. From string. Oh. Yep, I have to also import from string. Use standard string from string. Wondering if I could just use from to avoid another one. Just quite literally reading the docs right now. Huh. The example here is to use another module, connect options as well. Okay. No idea. Let's see what the compiler says. What's wrong there? Oh, lots. Okay. That last error we're gonna ignore for now. Okay. Sure. Migrate. Okay, this is what we gotta look at. Is creative missing also not available here? It's certainly available. So confused. I know these are just semantics too. Something small. So what am I missing here? Oh, it's bright as hell. I don't know, something. No way, that was just the error. Let's check that. Private module. Oh my god. Like, this migrate thing is driving me nuts. I swear it's just available. Okay. I need to look that up. Modules. Yeah, where's the migrate module from? I swear it was from Pool. It's been like a week since I've been on this project, so why am I using Vim? That's a good question. I just like using my keyboard over you know, something like VS Code. I find it's faster. Mind you, there are some lovely learning opportunities as you start using Vim. But I don't know, I just always found it faster. It makes a little bit more sense to me than for me to like move around my mouse all the time to select what I want. Like, there's no way I can do it like this stuff this fast, or like, I don't know. What's a good example? Like, even to find what we were just looking at, like in it. Oh, but this is graphing all. Oof. Oh, that's so funny. My env. I don't really have a real key there yet. But even just like find something like that, it's just so much easier. So yeah, it's kind of why I use Vim. It just makes more sense. I'd love to eventually just go full in with Linux. I ordered a new computer, ordered the framework. Probably get like Omarchy distro on that, so it's more like keyboard forward than using the mouse. It's just I don't know, makes more sense to me. Enjoy it. Okay, now I gotta figure out this whole like migrate thing. And like imagine, oh man, imagine I like had a real like key right there in my in my environment. Oh, that'd be the best. What is it? Nah. Anyway, not even gonna bother hiding it. Yeah, migrate. Where's migrate come from? SQLite, SQLX, migrate. Is it just a macro? Oh, it's just a macro. Brother. Okay. Oh. What kind of IDE do you use? Man, Rust is really kicking my butt right now. All right. Oh, no. There we go. That's what I wanted. Message file a directory. Nice. Not sure how, but okay. Bro. Okay, this is a bit confusing. Like, I know, still a bit sick here, but what am I missing? You know what I mean? What the hell am I missing? The directory must be relative to the project root. Yes. The default is even migrations. So, oh, it must be relative to the project root. Maybe that's why. Dude, is that why? No, hold on. I'm not crazy here, am I? I'm like looking at like the actual example from the, yeah, I'm still getting it. Okay. The literal example, I'm like, hey, I have the exact same structure here. You know what I mean? I'm like, what am I missing? I know that spanning the static instance of the migrator, you know, this defaults to actual migrations in the root. So what's the difference? Bro. Gotta ask chat. It's the only way. Like, what? It's relative to the crate root, yes. Oh. That's a good one. Because it's not in my crate root, because it's nested in source. That is why. Oh my god. That's so funny. There you go. That's a good one. Let's just check that. Sweet. Okay. Now it's this clone one. Yeah, we know about this one. That's so funny. For a second there, I thought I was getting rage baited by the compiler. Nope. Just silly little miss there. Okay. Yes, method not found in right. And then back to the HTTP server crate. Sorry, Addix Web. Actix. Actix Web Rust Docs. And then let's see why. Method not found in I think I have to wait Clean, clear, check. Oh. Oh, I see. There we go. Jesus. Check that. Sweet. Yes. Finally. And it's just all unused. Yes. Cool. Okay, let's see if this works. And then cargo build. How's it going? We are building a tiny URL, essentially. Right now we were just configuring the database side. It's written in Rust. I've done some Rust in the past. I'm not an expert at all, so learning as we go, getting absolutely mogged by the compiler right now. But that's what we're doing. Is that site still alive? Actually, it is. It is. When I was looking at like, what was the #1 scammer's choice? I remember. Honestly, doing it purely for the love of the game, of like just system design and just like applying the understanding of the system behind it, and that's it. It's just for portfolio, but that's so funny. All right. That's running, and I do have this. Cool. So now, on our last stream we did some reconfigurations. I'm still trying to DB and an index and the URL. No, 5-liner PHP. Like, essentially, user inputs long URL, it gets stored in DB with, user inserts long URL, picks short URL, it gets inserted into the DB. When user makes requests to short URL, gets resolved at server, we redirect with a 301 to the long URL, essentially. Yeah, I mean, Redis is obviously, if we're building a full system, caching will be important, but we're just building up. Honestly, I just wanted to tackle on this little project here just to get my hands or my feet more wet into Rust. A majority of my experience with Rust, I kind of took over an existing project, so most of the foundational groundwork was already done prior to me taking over the project. So even when it comes to just like brass tacks foundations and stuff, just trying to get more used to it. So here we are. Most fancy is probably using a CDN and let the CDN pay for it all. Compute wise, yeah, I guess definitely. Yeah, Rust. I mean, Rust has its quirks, but I say this every single time. I think Rust, best feature is how strong the compiler is. Using it to make a little fast CGI. Cool, man. Yeah. No, I'm enjoying it. There's obviously some quirks compared to what I'm used to. I mean, full kind of like transparency, like my majority of my experience is actually just front end and like full stack ish. My most recent project that I was on was actually a game where our entire engine, well, not engine, but our logic or server was written in Rust with a Godot front end. So it's kind of more on the front end side there too. Had to dive into Rust, but to be honest, I was mainly doing more systems work and architecture there. So did I really write a lot of Rust? Like, no, you know? Unsafe is pretty nice in Rust as well, on top of safety. So far, Rust is making me bang my head against the wall. But it's just growing pains, just getting used to the syntax and how everything is written. And it's so strict compared to, obviously, like if I'm telling you front end, like, you know what I'm doing. I do prefer Adobe go into people's code and complain why they did such a crappy job. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's like my dream job, to be honest. My dream job is to, and honestly, this is what I was doing at my last project. I was just there part-time, just helping out. But I essentially took a legacy system, pointed out why it's shit from a systems perspective, and rewrote the architecture a bit. And fuck it. I mean, the previous developer definitely had their quirks. I don't think that some decisions on the server side were like kind of made sense. Some parts of the server end was just way too expansive and just unneeded in general, and it just was not actually maintainable. So I had to go in there and rip it out and rewrite a lot of shit. I fucking tabbed my way through half of it, but here we are. I got into every field as well, from C++ to JS. The JS folks sadly do such a bad job, not sure why, eh? Hey man. JS gets the job done, but obviously with a lot of flaws. I mean, for, you know, like syntactically and stuff, I think like JavaScript is great when you're kind of, I don't know, like big debatable too. Like if you're just getting into the space, right? Like would you recommend someone to just purely learn, like getting their feet wet, just learning like Python or JavaScript? Because you almost do a disservice in terms of how potentially complex something can be. You kind of disassociate yourself with what's actually happening at the metal side or just systems wise, because you're very much abstracted from all of that. They also work a lot slower than most teams I've worked with. Yeah, what were they like primarily doing? Just like front end work, or God forbid they were doing like server side JS? Oh, well, that's okay. Well, yeah, I guess that would definitely be in the realm of slow. Um, but again, I guess it all depends on scope, like what the actual. C++ people I've worked with like to offload the web portions of the app to the JS folks. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of oversights, especially from I guess my gradual self-taught path over the years. That the more and more like it's a rat's nest. Yeah, I mean, I guess the benefit of I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say too because you're talking about like a professional setting, because I guess there's little excuse in more of like a professional setting as well. But I know just even from just learning in general, if your entire scope of what software is from like moving divs around a screen, like yeah, you're not gonna really um, have many considerations on your server side, right? Yeah, of course. I mean, of course, right? Um, yeah. Well, your perspective, I think, is a little bit different in a professional setting. I feel like that's, I feel like you have a better perspective, better perspective there of working cross functionally. But I just know that from even just learning, trying to say this like I'm trying to figure out like the what the best way to say this is, but if you spend your entire time, you know, your Next.js Vercel stack, everything you know is pumped out from one company. You purely just utilize the tools that are spat out in ad nauseum on Twitter. There's some things that you're just going to innately not pay attention to, and it's not necessarily your fault, but it's just a lack of curiosity. And I think like that in itself, like, would I consider myself a great developer? No. you know but also all I think is like the best thing about it. I think some people just kind of get stuck in one stack or just one mindset and just keep it there, and then you kind of fall flat when it comes to, like you were saying, potentially security concerns and just stuff like that. I haven't looked at any Vercel stuff yet. It exists, I'm sure, but haven't gone into yet. Oh well, then if you didn't know, if you're apparently front end wise, like the industry standard is just using Next.js as a framework, um, and that's just all the craze because of server side rendering. But again, like there's other ways to do things, and especially with with the amount of it's funny that you brought up security actually, with the amount of like security concerns that we're experiencing in the industry. Like I don't even want to like npm anything, you know. I'm pretty sure Next.js had some vulnerabilities recently, and I think most recently was like Tanstack, which I'm so confused with that. Anything that's touching an npm ecosystem in general seems to just be plagued, and even that in this type of most hold on. Man, like we have a front end here. It's just pure. Like it's just pure. I mean, obviously, okay, like we have a front end, right? Like this is eventually just going to be a front end. It's just, if you think about tiny URL, it's at best just a form, and that's it, right? But there was a moment where I'm like, oh, like, you know, I'll create React app, right? Just go for just building React. But I was just like, that's just so unneeded, and especially with all these like security concerns nowadays, like why would you? And I think that's just something that like I think we all kind of have to get used to too, is just disassociating yourself with like, I guess that's also what experience brings you as well, is just like really sitting there and asking yourself like, what do you actually need, right? Why uh, uh why incur or occur, I don't know what the term is there, but tech debt and potentially security debt that, you know, you still want to deal with it. I don't want my Git creds swiped. I mean, I'm just some guy streaming, but you know what I mean? I'm not some like critical infrastructure, but like I don't even want to risk my Git creds being swiped just from a shitty npm download. Yeah, but have you tried Bun? Actually, ironically, Bun just got rewritten in Rust. I don't know if you saw that PR. I saw it on X a couple days ago, but like a million lines rewrite from Bun there. I think they originally wrote it in, they rewrote it in Zig and then now in Rust. Yeah, the Bun fiasco is very, very interesting. I mean, I used Bun one time just to see, like, you know, what it's about. I feel like you kind of do yourself a disservice of not at least trying something. Um, so I think this was around the time where, like, Dino was just released. So I was just like, okay, well, I don't know what the fuck that is. So I'm just going to try Bun. And and sorry, I'm just reading your messages. I'm hopeful for it for better. Zig, in my opinion, is a nightmare. Big red flags in Zig where asan isn't easy / built in to use. Rust has Mira and even asan. See, I don't even know these things. Like I'm glad I'm doing this in Rust right now. Yeah, man. Again, like so much learning opportunity. Just kind of switching up your regular day to day. You know, I didn't even know that. I'm not even going this deep into this stuff. Maybe I should. Maybe I should know this stuff. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, I tried Bun. I thought Bun was quite easy. Again, I'm not making like massive production applications, so did I notice, like, what benefit did I gain? I tried something. Did I notice anything different? Oh, an An address sanitizer is a dynamic tool used in Rust to detect memory errors like buffer overflows and use after free bugs, primarily in unsafe blocks or when interfacing with C and C++. While Rust compiler guarantees safety by default, ASAN ensures runtime security where strict checks are bypassed. Well, thank you for putting me on that information. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to quote someone on that now. Super cool, man. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, so what we're doing here. So I want to kind of set up, I guess, a route just to test what we have in here. So if we go to migrations, we have a create. I think down here I had a yeah, we need to now create a route for us to just interact with this data. Just ensure everything is running properly. Actually, before we do that, we can just do it here. Boom. URLs. Sweet. Okay. So our DB has been created successfully. That's fantastic. So now let's configure a route to actually interact with that data for testing. So you know what? It's been like an hour and a half. Let's give it a little 5-minute break. Hold on. Let's do a little. Let's bring up some Figma here. You know what? Maybe while I'm doing this, what's everybody working on nowadays? Like, anyone working on any personal projects or what? Oh, damn it. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like making a really crude drawing right now. Jesus. How do we like that for a little BRB, eh? Let's group that. Oh shit. Let's export this. Oh hell yeah. BRB. Let's check this thing out. That's some Picasso right there, eh? Let's just throw that guy up right there. All right. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. See you soon. No. I need to actually bring that into OBS. Come on, find the file. Dude, where the hell is this file? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. All right. Be right back in like 5 minutes. Okay, we are so back. So okay. Okay. Just set up like a get all quick. Where we can basically, now do we want to pass in the DB as a argument? Okay, I think we're gonna have to pass in the pool. So like, for example, if I have route, let's use this like existing hay. Yeah, I think we can just use that. And then just pass in manual hello. want to check out some real low-level Rust code, see the unsafe side of Rust? I mean, eventually, yes. But I do really just want to configure a quick pull on this code. How am I gonna access the pool from main? Can I pass it in here? Like if hello were to receive an argument of, like, let's say pool, can it be passed in within this web server? Yeah, because I'm passing in the data, right? So I don't even have to do that. I can go like, yeah, so okay, I think this makes sense. So I go web get, I believe, and I'm gonna go to, and my handler would be manual hello. Should have that data accessible, right? So then I can go into manual hello and I guess pass in the pool. Web what data? Yes, and then that would be the actual pool. SQLite leave pool, which I think implement responder. Go down. Sorry, I'm just looking at some examples here. Okay. I think this does make sense. Okay, so I'm gonna save this, go back here, and then if we were to do our like get all function, we'll go like let URLs equal SQLX query. I think just query. I'm gonna go select all from URLs, right? Yeah. And then we do like a fetch all function, and then have to wait. And then we're gonna okay it. Okay. URLs. I wanna say that's gonna how it works. Keep me honest here. Is this how it works? Oh, hold on. Pool. Something like that. And then we're gonna return a result. Which one is it? There we go. Result. Turn it vector. I'm not confident with that. I'm gonna pass in that pool. Oops. Right, okay, we're gonna fetch all from that pool. And then we're returning a result, which is either the vector or an error. I'm not super confident in that, but because clearly I'm getting some errors here. But we're gonna implement the rest of it over here, and we're gonna wait for the compiler to yell at us. That's what we're gonna do. So, looking at this example here. So I'm gonna go like get all, right? We're getting that pool, so I'm gonna pass in that pool dot get ref. We're gonna await. True. And then if okay on URLs, we are going to respond. Yeah, okay. And then if we got an error, then we are going to respond with that error. Kernel server error. Dot body error. To string. Yeah. Okay. Up here, my DB. Oh, I'm getting an error on this SQLite pool. Oh, is it because I need a... I thought I had it up here. No. Oh. Okay, that's gone. So what else is erroring here? Oh, the get.to manual hello. Is it because I have this? Yes. Nice to know. Yeah, we have some errors here, but let's just test our efforts to see how we've done. Let's clean that up and let's check. Excuse me. Oh, no. Oh, dude, I don't know how many times I've done this so far. Like, this is like the second time I've failed to declare something as a function. Okay, so what else is wrong? Lots. Okay, cool. Yes. Okay. Yes. Not found in the scope URLs. You must be missing a type parameter. Oh yeah, because I don't have a type of what a URL is. I probably have to build that. All right. And then this has to be changed. Typically this has to be a struct. Pub struct. Well, where we go, like pub. What's even in this? Pub ID. 64. Pub short code string pub long URL also string, and then pub timestamp, which is it a date? What the hell is date time in Rust? What kind of type is that? Hey, we are making we're making tiny URL essentially. So, yeah. So right now we're just working on. Oh no, man! Do I have to do that really? Oh my god. Sure. UTC. Okay, and then 20, we go down. Oops. Oh my god, getting used to my split keyboard again is beyond me right now. Alright. Right? How are we looking there? We looking clean? I don't know if I trust it, to be honest. What's wrong with this? All right, we got to get sunned by the compiler quick. that up, really? Oh, haha. Yes, URLs. Totally. There you go. Cargo clean. Cargo check. See how we net out here. Oops. All right. Oh. Derive. SQLX. From row. Okay. Is that right? No. Clean. Check again. Yeah, but don't I want it in SQLite row? Vector? Oh, that's a bit confusing. I'm unfortunately gonna have to throw it into chat. That saddens me. Okay, well, we clearly missed a little capital here. And as passing in URLs as the first argument, right? Yeah. So for some reason, still getting an error there. Oh, and apparently this is probably wrong too. So what the hell is wrong with that query as? I'm not sure. It's only one way to find out. No, there's gonna be something wrong there. Okay, I guess we're just gonna find that out in the compiler. Yes. Okay. Set database URL to use the query macros online or run prepare to update the query cache. What? Perhaps I'm not understanding this. Just getting absolutely sunned right now by this compiler. I don't understand this. Damn it. Okay. I am gonna do... Fuck. I really don't want to, but I need an explanation here. Gotta go to Claude. Unfortunately, I really don't want to. Okay, query as is a compile time macro. It actually connects to your database at compile time to verify your query and types are correct. So it needs to know where your database is. Okay. Hold on, but this makes no sense. So it's saying that in order to run this macro, the query all, or query as, my database URL has to be in my environmental variables. Okay. Oh, so this does have to be in my... All right. We have a different approach here. Still, so much learning needs to be done with Rust. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. We're not getting yelled at there now. So I essentially removed the case for that to be at compile time, which is probably less safe, but right now, who cares? Now this, the trait is not implemented for URLs, so to serialize this. Yes. Is that not it? Okay. It's always something. It's just every single time I try something, it's something else. That's fine. That's the fun of it. That is the fun of it. The trait serial is not implemented for and I actually know this from this kind of reminds me of something from actually work. So let's see what the get around is here. So I just need to actually add chrono. Surde. Let's check if that works. Please. Please work. Let's go. Yes, all this is unused. I get it. It's fine. It's cargo build. And now let's run. Nice. Okay. Let's just restart that. But if we just now hit the hey. No column name found for timestamp. Damn it. Right, because I did not name it timestamp. I named it created at. Created at. Let's run this again. Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right, that's a big win right there. This is how you learn Rust. You build tinyURL. A bit ambitious, could have just built like a calculator, but you know what I mean. But that's that. So happy. Let's go. Okay, that was fun. Now let's actually build this thing, right? Now we gotta get an insert into this, and then we'll map it to the front end, and then we could actually start really developing and then just iterating off of this foundation that we have. Oh, jeez. Okay. 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 That was fantastic to see. So now, if I go to my really shitty front end here, oh yeah, hold on, I already have this built into that endpoint. So if I go retrieve, error. What? Why? The fuck? Don't mind the hashing stuff that you're seeing. Originally, when we were starting this project, I was thinking about hashing these URLs just for easier retrieval. Don't know if we're really going to keep that, but this is all just garbage for now. So why am I getting an error? Await in request. Confused. What the fuck does this mean, dude? What do you mean await in request? Yeah, I don't think we got around to actually doing this properly, right? So, and then let's just log a result dot message. Yeah, let's restart this guy. Undefined. Sweet. So sweet. probably because, let's just see what that is first. Yep. It's just sending the actual array. It's sending it as an array. Okay. Okay. So that's cool. So now let's, like, I don't know, let's add an actual way to submit a request. Right. Put in the long URL, put in the short URL. We're gonna have to sanitize it, make sure it's actually a URL. But for now, we just do that. Okay. So that's where we're at. Dude, did my stream restart? What? What's going on, man? I'm seeing on Twitch it's restarted. I think we're gonna leave it there though, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. All right. Bye, everyone.